So it's literally the last day of class of my junior year, and I woke up at 10:40 for my 11 a.m. class, which is kind of the story of my life. Per usual, I was just in a rush to get ready and get everything together before going to class. Hey guys, of course I'm running late on my last day of class, but I'm gonna wear a skirt and this really cute graphic t-shirt, and I need to leave like right now, So the class that I had at 11 a.m. was my Asian American Experience class, and it was my last class of junior year. Our whole class period was just listening to everyone's final creative project presentations. I did my presentation on Monday because I wanted to get it out of the way, so it was nice to come to class and just be relaxed, knowing that I didn't have to present anything. And it sounds kind of bad, but usually I don't like listening to presentations, just because honestly sometimes it gets boring, but all these presentations honestly were super interesting. Everyone really tied it to their own personal stories or experiences, so that was really cool to listen to. So after my Asian American Experience class, I headed to South Dining Hall to go to the grab and go to pick up something quick. Typically, I have my sports marketing class after my Asian American Experience class. However, I finished with that class on Monday because we presented our final project on Monday. Honestly, it was so nice to get that presentation out of the way and not have to worry about it during finals week. And of course, I went to Cafe J to get my iced white chocolate mocha and just do a little bit of work. Every single time I sit down, I always start with looking at my planner and writing everything that I need to do. It just helps me prioritize what I need to get done. I literally swear by my planner. You guys know because I've talked about it a million times, but I love sitting in Cafe J because of the coffee shop vibe, and on this particular day, I was working on writing a podcast script for one of my classes, my music and social change class. One of our final assignments is a podcast with a partner. So before meeting with my partner, I really wanted to write a few notes and a mock script that we could use because the podcast had to be 30 minutes. My partner and I, we both had to really research in depth one particular artist and their album based on a time period that my professor gave us, and our podcast topic was to critically engage with both albums and compare and contrast them and just have like a casual conversation about these albums. So after Cafe J, I just headed to the library to meet my partner to talk through our script and edit it. Before we recorded our podcast, I chose to research Marvin Gaye's What's Going On album, and super interesting. I learned a lot. Honestly, I was really shocked because we were able to go through our script, edit it, sort of write everything that we wanted to talk about, just notes about every topic we wanted to touch, and record the podcast in 2 hours, which is crazy. And we recorded our podcast in a sound booth in the library. I didn't even know our library had that. Then I went back to my dorm just to chill for a little bit. I started working on editing the podcast, thankfully. My partner and I really did a good job. There were only 1 or 2 parts that I had to edit out, but everything else, honestly, in the podcast was great. And I was worried about hitting the 30-minute mark on the podcast, but our podcast ended up being 40 minutes, so it honestly worked out great. And then I also sent like 3 emails to professors just asking random last-minute questions before heading to a lecture that I wanted to go to in Duncan Student Center, and this lecture was pretty much all about the law school application process. And as I was listening to the lecture, I couldn't help but think, oh my gosh, how am I old enough to apply to law school in the fall? It was super informative, but it's honestly just so weird to think that I'm applying to law school in the fall when I feel like I just got to college yesterday. But after listening to that lecture, I went back to my dorm, and I couldn't stop thinking about how nice the weather was. The last few days, everyone has just been hanging out on the quad because of how nice the weather is. Okay, hey y'all. I just got back from the lecture that I went to. It's been a busy day. I only had 1 class today because my other class finished on Monday because we had to present our final project, and so after that we were done. And honestly, I've been really sad today because today was the last day of classes. So I luckily don't have any finals. So I just have a lot of papers and projects that I have to finish up, but I literally leave in like 5 days, which is crazy. And honestly, I'm kind of sad about it just because this semester has been one of my best semesters. It's crazy that a week from now I'm officially going to be a senior. Don't even want to think about that. That's crazy. But yeah, honestly, life just feels so weird. This semester went by so fast and it sucks because I just feel like I'm really starting to love Notre Dame. Obviously, I feel like now I'm really involved and I really love it here, and I'm basically leaving soon. So kind of a sad day, honestly, but it'll be good. I'm excited for the summer, but yeah. Still have a few more days of grinding. Honestly, right now, I think I'm just gonna chill for a little bit, and then later today, I'm going to the library, and I'm sure a few of my friends will be there just because I need to start finishing some of my final essays and final projects. So yeah, but good day overall. How was your last day of class?
Good.
You have an AirPod in?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is literally my #1 pet peeve when people have their AirPods in when they talk to me. How do you feel about finals?
Scared, but I want to leave.
How many finals do you have?
4 in a final project.
4?
Yeah.
Do you have one every day?
No, 2. 2 and 2.
Oh.
2 days. But I got 1 week.
And she's an engineer, so.
Yeah, I'm not in marketing. American Studies major.
You're jealous, huh? So I went to go back to the library and I ended up seeing a few of my study abroad friends, and I wasn't even at the library for 30 minutes before I decided to go back to my dorm because I wanted to get ready to go out with my friends to Noof's, which is a bar that we go to. Hey guys, Irvine and I are no longer friends because she decided not to respond to any of my texts today. So she's just, you know, a very rude person.
Are you recording me? Let me answer in real life. You said, Irvine engaged me to go to Legends for to Juliana. I invited you to go Kaylee dancing with me. You said no. That's why I was at Legends, because I was dancing. Because I was having a break.
No, but the whole point is you're fake.
And then you texted me, but like, I did it on my phone because I was Irish dancing.
Oh, funny, because when I walked into Cav, she said she didn't have her phone, whatever. I walk into Cav, she's here doing work, and she says, hey. Oh, so you had access to your phone where you could have just texted me just now, 5 minutes before this, right?
No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. Quiet ain't no back talk. Quiet ain't no back talk. Exactly. Okay. Bye, guys. Isn't she just fake? Everyone comment that Irvine is fake in the comments.
I'm finally doing my homework on my lab report as due in an hour that I'm literally not near close to being done. That's why I'm not using it.
Well, if you would have texted me back, your lab report would have been done, so.
You would have made for me?
No, but it just would have been done because you texted me. Because you didn't text me, this is your payback.
Do you remember when
I was the one who deleted your lab report.
Put that on fucking recording. I'm going to send to my professor and be like, and it's like, I don't really know what you're fucking doing. You said it yourself.
Wait, you said remember when? Remember when what?
You lashed out at me yesterday because I feel like you were doing a thing that's what you at 11, at 12. That's me now. So thank you.
I crashed out because you came. It was 11:30. Right now it's 10:08.
Did you use solo work for your thing? You didn't. So last I checked, you didn't have to do stupid stuff like I'm doing right now.
Exactly. Guys, this is what it's like to have engineer friends. Irvine, what is it like to have engineer friends?
It's actually not bad. If they're in your major, they can help you with work, but then what is that?
It actually sucks because they're always doing work and they can't hang out with you, so.
Yeah, that's the interesting to engineering.
I would cry. Wait guys, I'll just tell you and Irvine at the same time. I'm going out tonight on a Wednesday.
Who?
A lot of my London friends.
Who? You act like I don't know them.
Oh, AJ, Ashley.
Can you tell about our codes while you are there?
No, we actually talked about that.
I'm studying packing. I need that shit. AJ, Ava, and Ashley.
AJ, Ava,
Brooke?
Ashley. No, not Brooke. And some other people. Usually I'm not the type of person to go out on a Wednesday, like, at all. Irvine, can you confirm?
I actually don't know.
No, I don't go out on Wednesdays. But I'm only going out today because it's the last day of class. And even my friends who don't really usually go out are going out today. And I think it'll be really fun because, like, a lot of my friends are going. Oh, just to clarify, we are all in fact 21. Yeah, that's getting cut out. Guys, look, Irvina's hard at work. She's working on, what is this, a lab report?
Yes.
Period. Okay, y'all, I just got ready and I'm about to head to my friend's because we're going to the bar. So yeah, it should be a pretty fun night.